Okay. So I know I said that I would um, maybe put a notice on my community board when I'm going live, but I just never know when I'm going to go live. Sometimes I'm just way too exhausted after the long week, and I'm like, I want to go live, and then I'm like, and then Saturday rolls around, and I'm just like, oh no, 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 I'm too tired. I can't do it. I'm too tired. I can't do it. So anyway, today I wanted to talk about um, some very key things that I've been thinking about for a while now. Over a few, I don't know if I should turn this light on here. I have my ring light on, but I don't know if um, we're just gonna give it a little bit of time. I hope this thing doesn't roll down and fall. See if some more people get on. I know it's late, a little late. But yeah, so today I want to do a little bit of unboxing, of course, while I talk about, um, I don't know if the topic shows. If I go live, let me see. Let me make sure. Yes, it shows. So that the right audience comes into the live, even though it's a mixture of two things. People who want to see the pin for love and people who want to talk about the phony friends, the friends who secretly hate you. And it's a very funny, also weird topic, um, because you could be friends with someone for so many years. Like, you think this person is your really close friend, and all of a sudden, they do one thing that lets you know they have they're not interested in being friends with you. They were never friends with you. And then you start counting all those little microaggressions, or tiny little small little things they did, that you were like, wait, that's weird, but you just were like, okay, it's nothing, and then moved on about it. But then that one thing that they do that really just shocks you, and you're like, wait, what? Hi. Hello. Yes. And then please, as you come in, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. And please don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel. I think I told you guys at the beginning of this year that I would love to be at 250,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't know how possible that's going to be, but you have to set goals, and hopefully, things happen. So yeah, so we're gonna unbox um, Pin for Love. They just showed up at my doorstep, as usual. They just show up at my doorstep, and I'm like, okay, more fun things. Hi. So this and this. Well, actually, I have the whole set. I don't know if I'm going to open every single one of them, but I think what I want to do is maybe I'll open the first, what is this one? Okay. Yeah, so this one is the A to M. And then I'll open the A to M. I don't know if I have the secret. And then maybe next time I'll open the rest. So these ones are like the miniature labubus. And then these are the actual alphabets that go with them. And then I'm going to open them. So, and also, I have these little bunnies that I got from Free People. They're so cute. And I was scrolling through Instagram or something like that, and all of a sudden, these popped up on my screen, and they look just like my bunnies that I got from um, Free People. And these are bunny lulus, right? And I didn't know that's what they're called, but that's not what they're called on Free People. But the ones that I got from Free People are much larger than this, but they're so cute. So I'm gonna unbox this as well. Um, well, let me start with these. These are tiny. They're so cute. You see? They're so adorable, and I have like different colors. This one is this is so tiny though. The one I got from Free People is a little bigger than this. But they're so and they're so soft and so cute. Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about while we're unboxing, we're gonna be talking about friends who secretly hate you. And this topic is interesting because if you're already subscribed to my channel, last year I had planned a girls trip with a few of my. So I'm not calling anybody friends anymore. So a few of the girls I knew from like way back when from school, and we had planned a girls trip. We started with about 24 ladies, and then kept cutting down until we ended up at 12 or 11. I think it was only 11 of us that showed up at the thing, but it was the most stressful thing that I had ever done in my entire life. So I was planning, and I'm saying it was stressful and annoying because it wasn't supposed to be stressful. It was supposed to be relaxing. It was supposed to be joy filled because it was a bunch of people that I had known for so many years. We're all over the world. I was looking forward to spending time with them. Just going away for a bit from my like normal everyday life and hanging out with a bunch of ladies that I felt I'd known for so many years, and we're just gonna just relax, have a good time, catch up, be sisterly, and just the planning phase of it was so stressful, and I kept saying, you know, when we get there, it'll be better. Oh, thank you. Hi. Is it Mado Dougieson? I don't know. Thank you. Um, I kept thinking it was going to be such a lovely time, and but even the whole plan. This is a trip that we had all been planning for a little over a year. So it was just very disappointing after we got there, and all the different things that I was hearing before we got there, and then when we got there, and the evidence of what I had heard was just laid bare for me to see, and I was just 100% completely disappointed by these ladies. So that's why the where the chin wag of the day is friends who secretly hate you. Um, that's what we're going to talk about that because a lot of people who did watch that video, the final day of the trip was the golden gala, you know, uh, golden goddesses gala. That's what I had labeled it, and we were all supposed to get dressed up in a nice little outfits, like a touch of gold, and we're all going to be wearing our tiaras, and we're going to have a nice. We had bought out the restaurant in the resort, and it was just going to be us girls and just have a nice dinner and be together and have a good time. And I was the only one who showed up. The rest of them didn't show up. So the people who watched that, and I streamed it live. And so a few people who watched it have been saying, "Can we have a follow up? Can you tell us what happened? Are you still talking to those ladies? What went on?" And I've just been obviously when I got back home, I got phone calls upon phone calls. What was that? What happened? Why did this? And I I talked about it a little bit, and then after a while, I was like, I'm not talking about it anymore because it's not important. Because the minute the minute I left the restaurant, I went through my phone and I blocked. Yes, definitely you can get advice. Blocked every single one of those ladies, and I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about friends who secretly hate you. Now, these girls, I wouldn't so much go, maybe a few of them I was really, really close to. Um, and they're the ones who hurt me the most. They're the ones that the very, I was very disappointed in their behavior. Those ones is the other ones I didn't, I weren't so close. I knew them, and doesn't hurt so much that I'm not friends with them anymore. But the ones that I was close to, it was a rude awakening. Okay, so let me open up another Bonnie Lulu before we get into the Rebecca. What advice would you like? Let me know. Tell me, and we'll talk about it. Ask away and let's talk. So this is kind of why I wanted to talk about it. Okay, so this Bunny Lulu comes with a nice little ribbon. It says best wishes. And it's really cool because we are in Lent season. We're going through Lent, and then right after Lent is Easter bunnies. I love little bunnies. What is it? It's my Chinese horoscope or something like that, the rabbit or whatever. Because that's the year. This one is bigger. I'll show you the size. I love this little tins. I love that they come in these tins because then I can reuse the tins for stuff. See? This one is much bigger than this one. But they're so cute. They are adorable. So friends who secretly hate you. Now this one is very interesting. I had, and just for lack of a better word and for lack of, hi Kelly. For lack of, Kelly, where are you watching from? And please don't forget to subscribe. I've known her from, we were in secondary school together, boarding house, everything. And I thought we were really close friends. Really close friends. And it's hard because you don't know who or whether this person secretly hates you because they show up. Like they they call you, you talk, you stand, and I remember, oh my God, this is another thing. This is something that you have to be aware about. When you, especially in this today's age of social media, pictures of you out there, you hang out with your friends, and then there's photo of you hang out with people, and there's photo and people taking pictures, and you're standing next to someone, and there's photos of you and that person, and maybe every other event, maybe because you have mutual friends or people you know together, you are always in photos with them. So every time anybody else who's out there sees, they automatically assume that you're friends because you're always in pictures with this person, and you're always smiling, kicking, and hugging each other and laughing, and so everybody thinks you're friends. This is what you have to be careful about when you all the time are in pictures with someone, or you hang out with someone, or on social media you are interacting and being really, really friendly with someone who doesn't like you, who hates you. You know? So, and then, but you don't know. So every time you're out there, or if someone talks about, asks you about this person, you always have really wonderful things to say about that person. You call this person your friend. Now, whenever that person decides that they're going to ruin you, like ruin your reputation, end everything, anything who you think you are, it's going to be devastating because why wouldn't people believe what this person is saying about you? Because you're out there telling the whole world that they're your friend, you know? You're in photos together, you're hugging up, you're smiling, you're kikiing, you're always. Why wouldn't anybody believe that that's your friend? You're calling this person your friend. Hi, Danny. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure where that topic is coming from. But what is the government trying to blame you for? Tell me. You have to give me more context. I don't know where that's coming from. So you have to be careful when you go around calling someone your friend when you don't really know them and they are not really your friend. So anyway, back to the story. This girl, I knew her. We went to school together. We were boarding school together. We've been friends for a very long time, or so I thought. Milestones or things that happen in my life. She probably knows because I'm an open book. I would discuss these things with her. I would tell her, you know what, I didn't come to think about it when I think back on our friendship. I was more open about my life and things that were happening with me than she was about hers. And it's shocking. And I would tell her things, but she wouldn't share so much, right? And without going too far into detail of why she is a friend who secretly hated me. She did something that in our adult years that was devastating to my reputation. That could have completely obliterated any shred of who I was. Um, and that it was hard for me to take that in. It was hard for me to reconcile why she did that. And then she never apologized for it. And then one day, uh, you know, she called, never apologized. I had forgiven her for some stupid reason, but I was back communicating with her, talking with her, and then she brought up something that happened 40 years ago. In fact, when she brought it up, I was like, "What are you even talking about?" 40 years ago, when we were kids, where what do they call this? The prefrontal lobe had not fully developed. When I was a silly little child who didn't know what I was doing, who was copying other people or things like that, she brought up something that I supposedly did to her that was that had sat with her all this time, and that one thing caused her to dislike me, where on the surface it looked like we were friends, it looked like she was my good friend, but she was just there to watch my downfall. She was just there to waiting for this huge downfall so that she could be front row seat. I saw it happen. And maybe when the so-called downfall she was waiting for wasn't coming, or wasn't didn't appear as quickly as she had expected it to appear. I mean, there were things happening in my life, obviously, that she could see, and maybe she was enjoying uh the little lows in my life, but I don't think it was as painful as she wanted it to be, because as quickly as those lows came, then there were those highs, because that's just life. You have ups and downs, ups and downs. And so I was going through a down period, and then things were looking up, and it's like, when is this girl going to completely crash out? It's not happening. okay, I know what I'm going to do. And then she decided to, you know, stick her fork in it. Um, it was crazy. So I don't know, how do you handle that? How do you handle things like that when it's something that happened when you were a child, when you were immature, when maybe you don't even remember that something like that happened? Or maybe you do remember and you're like, okay, you know, if you have a friend, you were both childish, little immature. I'm sure that there are things that she did to me that I didn't quite like maybe when we were back then, but there are no big, it's like for me, it wasn't a big deal. And that's the difference in human beings. Some people never forget, some people hold grudges, some people look at you and I don't care what you do, they despise you. And even though on the inside they're full of hatred for you, they're going to wear this face, they're going to wear this picture of, oh, that's my buddy, that's my friend. Because as long as they can tether themselves to you and make the whole world think that you're friends or you're in the same circle, they can collect information. They can, come up with ways to completely damage who you are, your life, your reputation. So you have to be careful who you call your friend. And sometimes it takes a long time to figure that out. It takes getting to the right old age of 50 to realize that not everybody who calls themselves your friend is your friend. Okay? Not everybody. I have a video that I did while I was in Fuerteventura. After we had an event, I'd come back to my room and I sat down and I recorded this video. I was bushed. I was completely tired. And I recorded this video and I said, I'd post it. I had a part 1 to it. I don't think I ever got around to doing the part 2. But I think I'm going to post it because it was kind of me telling what I was experiencing on that trip. This person I'm talking about wasn't on the trip with us though. Because when I realized that, hi, Gustavo, when I realized we weren't friends was when she didn't show up to my wedding. Well, actually, it wasn't then. It was when I told her I was getting married. She was one of the first people I told that I was engaged, and and she wasn't moved by it. I got married at a very old age, obviously. Um, she wasn't moved by it, and I knew that from her reaction. I knew she wasn't coming to the wedding. So it wasn't because she didn't come to the wedding. It was prior to that. But so even then, I still I don't know why. I give people this really long rope. It's long. It's almost never ending. And then after a while, I'm just like, I'm over it. I'm done. And when I'm done, I'm done. When I am done, I'm done. Oh, here's another one. This one came in a blue tin. I like that the tins kind of match the color that they're going to be in. This is a bunny Lulu. This one is blue. Oh, so soft. So I have the ones that I got from Free People are they're bigger. And I have a red one, I have a tan one, and I have a white one. And then these are the bunny Lulus. These ones they're so soft. They are so soft. Why wasn't this? Oh, and I love the tins they come in. Free People doesn't send it in a tin. They just send it in a plastic bag. And then that's it. Yeah, so have you experienced that? What is your take on phony friends? So this thing that happened, especially the girls trip was an eye opener for me, and another eye opener, not another eye opener in a series of eye openers I had experienced. A year before my birthday, I was planning was I wanted to have a really lovely, intimate birthday party, because it's a big milestone, the big 50. I had been telling my husband about it years before, because my 40th was, I would say, one of the saddest times in my life. Hi, Dante. Thank you. Thank you. So I was really looking forward to having a just really beautiful 50th. And so a, a whole year, almost a year and a half before, I was coming up with ideas about what I wanted to do, and after I had been to a few other 50th birthday parties, I decided on a different idea, like what I wanted to do for mine, and it wasn't anything I had thought I was going to do before. Like I wanted to have a big blowout, shut down the whole town kind of situation, and then I completely scratched that after I had attended a few. So then I wanted something more intimate, and so I started uh, planning it and thinking about what I wanted to do. And I sent a few messages to a few people that I believed were close to my heart. Hi, 11 Not Dead. Hi, how are you? Thanks for joining my live. Um, so I sent a few messages out, and had said, this is what I was thinking about doing for my birthday, and this is how much, just fillers. And the reaction I got was just not what I was expecting. It wasn't, heck yeah, we're gonna be there. Just give us time of day, whatever. Let us know. Need help planning? I'm there. I didn't get any of that. Instead, it was questions about why. It's too expensive. Why there? Why do you want to? Why do you? So I was, I did have, I had, there were people who I knew 100% would show up no matter what. And that wasn't a disappointment. And thank God for that. This is not all doom and gloom. Thank God for those one or two people. But then there were also people who I expected a different reaction from. Um, and I didn't get what I was looking for, what I was hoping for. Instead, it was a rude awakening. I'm not upset about it. I'm thankful that I did get that awakening, because as I said, and I don't know if you listened to my podcast, the early last year was the year before I had taped, and I was talking about friends. And it's something I'm going to keep talking about, because I think having good friends is key, is very important. And if you have a good friend, someone who's true to you, kudos to you. You're 100% blessed. Um, but it was a rude awakening when this person, or these people who I thought would show up for me, didn't. And rude awakening, but I'm very thankful for it, because I used to be the sort of person who was there for everybody that I cared for, in spite of who they were. I didn't care about the reciprocity. I didn't care that they were showing me back the love and affection that I was showing them. I didn't care. I was, I'll be there for you. I'll do it for you. This is who I've always been for people that I cared for. So when this very important milestone in my life occurred, and I was planning very heavily and very seriously for this, and I asked It wasn't like I sent out an invitation to the whole world. There were very specific people, and for the reason I thought these were my people. There are very specific people that I spoke to about this, and when they reacted the way they did, in a way that I didn't expect, and very disappointing, I thank God. I was like, thank you. It's like the sun coming down. I was like, thank you for this knowledge. Who's that? Of your makeup. Aisha, thank you. Hi, Aisha. Thank you. Thank you, Rodney. Thank you so much. It was a it was a rude which I actually did this myself. Okay, you like the hair? I braided this into my hair myself. It took a long time, but I'm happy the way it turned out. I think I've had this for I think almost 3 weeks now. So thank you. I love that you love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it was a rude awakening, but I was very happy that it happened. You know what I mean? You don't. I'm not gonna be sad that God revealed people to me who are not people that I thought were, my peeps. Thank you, honey. you know? So, I'm not sad about that. It was good that I found out the way that I did. You don't want to wait till the end of your days and then find out something you should have found out. You wasting your time, your energy on people who don't appreciate, who don't care, who don't who will never be there for you the way that you are for them. And anyone who supports said people can also go in that way as well. So yeah, friends who secretly hate you. Pay attention to the things that they say. Now, no one is saying you should now become a Jesus is my savior. Thank you. Jesus loves you too. Thank you. Pay attention to the things that they say. And I'm not saying you should become a bad friend hunter. I'm not saying you should, become untrustworthy and look for enemies everywhere. I'm just saying, have your wits about you. Open your ears, open your eyes. If something shows up or you hear something and it doesn't sit well with you, there's a reason it doesn't sit well with you. Don't brush it off as if no big deal. Pay attention to it. I don't know how I should open this now. I don't know if I should open this. So these are the letters. I don't know if I should open it from here. I don't want to do that. Let me see if I can just make it a clean open from the box. So these are the letter pendant blind box. These are the letter pendants that go with the mini labubus. And I have the entire set. My husband bought me the letters. And it's crazy because you have to play the little game and you may not get what you're looking for. So I have the best husband in the world. So he's playing it and he got me the letters that spell Mrs. S and my own name, the first initial, and my surname. But then I have the letters that spell Mrs. S. But I also wanted love, because I'm the Queen of Hearts. So instead of playing the little game and maybe not getting the the letters you want. Get the whole box, and it showed up my doorstep. Look at the, look everyone, it's a fantastic gay outfit. So how long have you been gay? Oh my God. You see, this is what I love about the live, doing these lives. A lot of people come on here, and when I think about it, the last time I did a live was, the last two other lives, somebody was saying something about catfish. I'm married. I don't need to catfish anybody. The only person who needs to be worried about being catfished is my husband. And he's seen me in all the ways he can see me. So he's not concerned about that. But then here's this guy coming on. She's coming on and being ridiculous, talking about things that are quite rude. But she kisses me. What's wrong with that? Anyway, let me see if I can open this. Clean. Open it clean. Okay. Hi there, Dan. How are you? Okay. Here it is. It's fun. It's interesting because you get to see what random randos say on your live. I hope it's pink. Who is this? Didi, whatever. Anyway. Okay, so these ones, this is the full A to M. Now, I think in some of these, oh, this better not tear open. So this is supposed to be A to M and a question mark, and it could contain a secret. Ooh, it's really windy here. Can you hear that? Wow, it's windy. I hope I get a secret, but I don't know. Let me see. I don't know if the boxes say what it is. It's definitely pink, Didi. Who are these people? Green Lantern. Are you in your 60s? No, not yet. Give me another 9 years, I'll be in my 60s. Ah! Okay. Whoa, I literally have to open every single one of them to see what letters it is. I'm a visual learner. You show me. What are you talking about? Oil up those pumpkins. Oh, 'cause you look like you're in your 60s. That's why. Oh, well, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Except you're lying, though. And I don't know if you said that because you expected me to be sad about that. Hopefully I leave long. How old are you? Show us your bowling ball. I don't have any bowling balls. If you're not going to be reasonable and talk about what my topic is, or enjoy the pin for love that I'm opening, you can exit and don't be rude. You can exit and don't be rude. But can you do 360 trend, please? I don't know what that is. She's got a fantastic pink cake. Oh, this is B for my B Diddy. And I put this on my handbag. I spell different things. Okay. B for beautiful. B for B Diddy. Have you ever had a Krabby Patty from Wendy's? I don't know what that is. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? You can put it on your piercing and your pink taco. Oh my God. This is so this is very entertaining, but rude. Rude for the other people who are on the thing. You're gonna get blocked in a few seconds. I have no problems doing that whatsoever. Pink taco is crazy. What is pink taco anyway? I haven't seen that. Who, me? What are you saying? Oh, now let me open one up. I'm gonna open one of the letters and I'm gonna open one of the little babies. Yes, so the topic was friends who secretly hate you. Another one that was funny. This was while we were planning the girls trip. Oh, I'm breaking this box. I don't want to do that. They're so tightly packed. Okay, I'm gonna open one. What medicine do doctors recommend to lesbians? The medicine's called. Oh my goodness. I was hoping to avoid doing that. Anyway, what was I saying? So we had planned matching outfits. We had planned matching t-shirts. Matching t-shirts, depending on which, every day we had a different event planned. So we had matching t-shirts that we were going to travel with from our different destinations. And then we also had matching outfits that we were going to wear for a dinner. We had a sushi dinner at one of the restaurants on the resort. So she was responsible for getting us all the t-shirts. And if you guys don't know, I've lost, not just, but over the past few years, since 2022, I've been working on my weight loss. I've lost over 180 pounds. And so at the time, I had been telling them in the group that, oh, I'm going to be a skinny baddie and things like that. But when you guys see me, you're not going to recognize me. I'm working hard towards that. And so so she was asking me what size t-shirt I wanted. And I said I wanted a small. And then she goes, are you sure? Are you sure you don't want a medium or a large? Specifically, that's what she said. And I thought it was odd that she would say that when she was like the one person who knew, who I'd been talking to about my weight loss, about what I was trying to accomplish consistently. So these are the little things that you have to have a keen ear for. When you're talking to your friend and your friend is not in tune with you, is not 100% supportive of you, on the face of it, it appears that she is, but then she's not, because you hear the little microaggressions, the little things like this idiot that's on here talking about things that have nothing whatsoever to do with what we're talking about. It feels really good being a senior. it feels really, really good being a senior because I'm fully developed, unlike maybe you. Um, I can make, I have a great spirit of discernment. Oh my goodness. A. This one is, I think I already have this anyway, because this is the first letter of my, first initial of my name. A. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. This is, I really love these ones. So, of all the labus I have, these really small baby ones are my absolute favorite. I love them. They're so cute. These are my favorite. Then I like the then I like the have a seat. And then I like the other ones, those big into energy and the exciting macaroons. And then I also love Hachipupu. Hachipupu are not monster. They're not labubus. That's a different, I think someone else designs that. And you've seen that on the other ones that I've done. Wow, I think today, something is going on out there. Is it the wind, or I'm getting a lot of people who are absolutely ridiculous on this? I like these. See, this is what I was talking about before. The other ones aren't actually stickers. These are stickers. See? I can get a little journal binder and put these. I could actually use this when I journal. So this is A for adventure. Hi, Sean. How are you? And she was this one who says I sure I didn't want a medium. She's the main one who was like 100% totally disappointed in, because it almost seemed like she led the charge, or she was the she was the second in command to the person who led the charge. To the disappointing Bettys, the disappointing Bettys at the girls' trip. I'm gonna open another one. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna open every single one of them because I want to see if I got a secret. I'll open everyone in this box while we talk about friends who secretly hate you. And this person who's on here, it's saying like really, really rude things. I wonder what kind of home training you have when you wake up in the morning and hi, who's that? Dara, hi. When you wake up in the morning and you decide, oh, go on, I'm going to go on YouTube and, oh, there's a live going on. And then you get on the live and then you just start doing this. And you're not doing anything to uplift, to brighten anyone's day. You're not doing anything to maybe even help yourself gain some sort of knowledge. All you're doing is, let's see what I can do to dampen the mood. Let's see what I can do to make this person who's giving of herself, sharing what makes her feel happy, or hopefully make other people, brighten other people's day, and make them smile. Let's see what we can do to bring this person down. It's impossible. You can't do that to someone who actually is doing this. I know I'm expecting things like this to happen. It's just disappointing that it does happen. My friend lost the bottle. Oh my God. Maybe I don't come on here on Saturdays if I'm going to be getting... Wasn't it Saturday the last time I was here? It was. Saturday at the football match. It's the second one I'm opening. Oh, I need to open the letter. You lost the battle, it was wet. And that's like the best, that's what you think you should type on here for everybody to see. Something that should be personal and that you should probably keep to yourself. It's disgusting and rude, you know? You learn. Oh, this is pretty. This is E. See, and it has the letter E written on the back of it. So what was that? That was A? I think that was A. Let's see what they said. Curly girlies. Hi. Hi, that girl. Which football match? No, it was Denver. E for equality. That's what this one is. E for equality. I love that. It was a Denver. What are Denver Rapids? They played the Arizona, I think was it Arizona somebody? The Raptors, I think? Was it last week? It was a good match. Don't forget, if this is your first time joining my live, I do a lot of lives. I do some videos. I'm gonna put out, I promise I'm gonna put out that video. I keep saying I will. I get so tired, but I will put it out there. And sometimes I do get ready with me videos. I do makeup tutorials. So subscribe, go and take a look at the videos. I do a lot of traveling. Traveling is like makeup is for me. Traveling is very soothing for me. It's something that I feel everybody who, if you have the opportunity to, and you don't have to go to a different country or a different state. I mean, around your city, go experience, explore. My husband and I, we love to go on adventures and go look for something new. You meet different people, you learn different cultures. I love to travel, so I've done that too. So the letters don't have letters on the inside, which is cool. Oh, haha. I thought you were talking about football. Yeah, soccer, yeah. Football, that's what it is. That's what I was talking about. First time joining. Yes, adventure is really proper. Hi, Quadwalk. Yes, I was talking about soccer. Is that what it's not called EPL here in America. It's called, what is it? USL, I think. Soccer League. Oh, F. F for fun. So what I would do is I would get the matching letter and the matching labubu, and I would put it on my handbag, and it just adds a little bit more fun to the bag. MLS, that's what it is. Major League Soccer, yes, MLS. That's what it is. Not USL, I don't think. I think it is MLS. Messi, the one that Messi plays in for Miami. That's the one. That's the league. Don't be afraid to stop engaging in relationships that don't work for you. You know, when people show you who they are, believe them. I used to make excuses for people a lot. Like someone would do something that is disappointing to me. Hi, honeybee. And I would make excuses for them. I would say, oh, maybe they had a bad day, maybe this happened, maybe this. You do that and you're in that cycle all your life. You're continuously always making excuses for other people's bad behavior. I have bad days and I don't abuse other people based on my bad days. In fact, I don't want to ever allow anyone to know that I'm having a bad day, you know. So I wouldn't put just because I'm having a bad day on someone else. You know what I mean? Hi, honeybee. Where are you watching from? Oh, this is L. Oh, I've got my first letter for love. This is L. You have a crush at school? Really? What school are you in? And it is love. L for love. See? L for love. Love is the most beautiful thing in the world. I have a crush at school. What school is that? Who's the crush? What school are you in? So you don't make excuses for people. Going back to this friend I was talking about, Cole Park. What is that? Is that like a high school element? I don't know how they do these things here. Elementary school? What was I talking about? I got sidetracked. Today, people are in rare form today, that's for sure. I don't know how to say that. You don't know how to say that? I don't know what school you're talking about. Ah, good. A for, so I have the A too. Beautiful. I think I should arrange this in order so I can just go and pick it when I want to. I like this. You don't know how to say that. You don't know how to say what school you're in. Well, I hope your crush feels the same way. Hi, Mia. I hope your crush feels the same way. I hope you are able to tell your crush how you feel, and I hope your crush will reciprocate. But If your crush doesn't feel the same way, you shouldn't be disappointed. Okay? You shouldn't be upset about it. That's just how life is. It's not everything that you like that someone else is going to like. It's not everyone that you like that's going to like you back. You just need to be able to discern in the most reasonable way and be fine with it. If that's what happens, you go on. Maybe you can be friends. Maybe you can't be friends. I don't know. This is A. I should put this in the front. But life is very interesting. A lot of people think everybody has to, we are friends. Oh, good. I'm happy for you. I am happy for you. That is good. So the good thing about these boxes is you're supposed to get, you can't get double, you can't get two of the same letters in the same box. C, okay, good. So I've got A, B, C. For 4. Why so gorgeous? Mr. Nice Guy. Mr. Nice Guy, thank you. I like your profile pic. Thank you. Thank you so much. Cognitive code. Yeah, my wife's so old. She left her purse on Noah's Ark. How old are you? You're just as old, right? Let's see what letter this is. You're so gorgeous. Thank you, Mr. Nice Guy. Thank you so much. This is I. I for imagination. Yes, I for imagination. Let's see what color the labubu is. Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? A little bit. Oh, that's sweet. I like this color. Ooh. I love how the noses are and their eyes are kind of the same color. Okay, that's I. What did I saw A, C, F, and I. Okay, I haven't seen a secret yet. I don't know what the secret is supposed to be in this box. Okay, so it should be, the letter should be A to M, and then there's a question mark. So if I see something that isn't an A to M and a question mark in this box, then it's going to be the secret. I don't know what the secret is in the box, in this box. Oh no. I bet those nails feel good scratching my back. I don't know what to say. These people. Oh my goodness. What a day. So it's okay. So then when I was talking to someone called me about this thing that happened on the trip. And they asked me, this was a very interesting question they asked me. They're like, so how many friends do you have? Or who are your best friends? Or something funny like that. And I was like, my husband is my best friend. You know, what value is it to have people in your life who you cannot rely on, who you don't trust, who don't trust you, who would throw you under in front of a bus at any given moment just so that they can satisfy their own needs? What is the value in having people like that around you? Zero. Zilch. There is no value in having people like that around you. So if that means I have zero friends and the only person I can call my friend is my husband, thank you, Father. Thank you, Lord. Um, you have to strive for substance, value. It needs to make sense. It needs to be important. You want to be friends with people. You want to call someone your friend, someone you can 100%, without a shadow of doubt, trust. And you know that that person trusts you too. You can't question, like, you pretty much know how they would answer a question. You know, I know this is what my friend would say. The reason you know that is because this is who you are. You have to have things in common. You have to have things in common. Why is this person your friend? Your beliefs, things like that. You're not going to want to be friends with someone who doesn't agree or share the same, ideals that you share, that you have, things that you think are important. How are you friends? How? I think I lost the connection. Wow, these boxes, they design them so you just mess them up. You can't put them back. Why are you doing this? I don't want the box to be messed up. Yeah, so when she asked me, do you have any friends? I thought that was the funniest question. I don't want friends who I can't rely on. I don't have friends who I can... This is D. I like this. Though a deer, a female deer. If you are just new to my channel, if this is your first time seeing my lives or watch my videos or things like that, please hit the subscribe button, like, share, subscribe. I don't want you unsubscribing. There's no point doing that. It's not like what's the value in that? What's the sense in that? Subscribe. Help keep me motivated to keep putting out beautiful videos for you. And helping you learn about the beauty of life and love. Mr. Nice Guy kind of freak. I mean, I don't know. He can see that the name of my channel is being Mrs. S. I'm clearly a married woman. B? Huh. B for belief. Okay, so I have the B. Okay, good. So I got the B in the letter. Let's see what color B is. Oh, I think it's on the card. It's like a cocoa, a brown, or something. I don't know, what color would you say this is? Like a tan, like a gray, and there's the bee at the back. It's so cute. I like they come in little pouches, so it is really windy. It's supposed to be in the go all the way up to like the 70s or mid 70s today, and then tomorrow a sharp dip. Like if we even get up to 50 tomorrow, we'll be glad. That's crazy how the weather does that, isn't it? It is crazy. E. Okay, so far I have not come across a secret, and I'm not disappointed because I want the alphabets, but I don't mind if I get the secret. A lot of times these boxes, the other time I opened the box, like when I got the full box like this, I got a secret. I've been getting the secrets in these boxes, blind boxes, you know? They've just kind of made my day. So yeah, friends who secretly hate you, they're the worst. And the saddest thing about it is, how can you be a friend and you hold on to a hurt or a perceived hurt for years, 10, 20, 30, 40 years go by, and you don't ever think, you, the person that this is happening to, you factor that instead of making excuses and saying, oh well, I'm sorry that I did that, or whatever. You can be sorry or whatever, but shouldn't you be asking yourself, how is this person my friend if they feel I did something to harm them that many years ago? And it's not like we lost touch, you haven't seen me in years, and you just show up. You've been part of that person's life for as long as they've been there. And throughout that time, you never said, let me talk to you about something that happened 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 10 years ago. Like when you start getting into 20, 30 years, it's ridiculous. But for you to harbor those negative feelings for that long, planning your revenge, it says a lot about who you are as a person. It's sad. It's really sad when that's all you do. When if you really care about this person, that person was really your friend, and they did something to hurt you, you have a discussion. You say, hey, listen, friend, this is what you did, and I don't appreciate it. I was very sad that you did that. Why did you do that? Why? But when someone doesn't talk about it with you and they harbor those feelings for years, it means they don't care about you. It means that they're planning your takedown, your demise. They're planning to finish you. See, that's another one of my names, my initial. M for motivation. That's what I need every weekend. I need M for motivation. I need to be motivated to record my podcast. This thing I'm talking to you about, these live, this is what I should be talking about on my podcast because it's a very important. I watched a movie. Oh, was it a movie or a series? No, it was. I think it was a movie. Um, His and Hers or something like that. And it was just it's about this thing I'm talking about right now. If you haven't watched it, spoiler alert, but it was about this small town in on the outskirts of Atlanta, I think, in Georgia, and it was about a murder that had taken place, and they were trying to find out what was going on, and you didn't know who it was. Like, I'm really good at figuring out who done it in movies, and it just kept changing for me each scene. Like there was a new it was like, oh, it's this guy who did it. Oh no, it was her. It was, you know. But this whole thing, the whole premise of this movie centered around something that happened. Now, the thing that happened was a serious thing that happened. I'm not even talking about the trivial crap that this so-called friend of mine brought up. I'm not talking about that. And that's why it was so pathetic. But this was like serious stuff that like was damaging to these girls, their lives or whatever. And so this is what I'm talking about. When things like that happen and you don't sort it out the minute it happens. Now these were really young children. The hormones were all over the place. Again, their brains were not fully formed. So things that were happening are probably things that in their adult years, with proper guidance, they probably would never have done those things. Like if they knew better, right? But when you're a child and you're young and your hormones are going haywire up and down, you tend to do crazy things. And that is why parents, okay, parents with children need to pay very good attention to their kids. Don't leave it to school. Don't leave it to their peers or what, I don't know how to say that word. Don't leave it to their so-called friends. Don't leave it to, their after school programs and things like that. Their father, their mother, or, whoever it is that's in their life who birthed this child, focus on what your child is doing. Wait, what is this? I already opened this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Because a lot of times things that children go through a lot. You'll be see, I don't know if schools are teaching this in biology these days, but you have to understand how the human body works, especially in terms of when it comes to hormones. I had to learn the hard way, and it's throughout your life. It's throughout when you're growing up, your hormones are going crazy. When you're getting older, when you're getting older, your hormones start going crazy. In my case, with perimenopause and all of that, the things I've had to figure out, knowing what I know now about hormones, it's crazy. So parents, when your children are growing up, they need you. They need you in their life. They need you to guide them, because this is when crazy things happen. And if they have friends Like the so-called friends that I thought I had who harbor stupid things in their mind and they just plot. They plot for when they're gonna get you back. Can I get a tattoo of you so I can show Santa what I won't forget? Oh my goodness, that's funny. That made my day. That's funny. Oh, that is funny. I don't know if my husband will like that, but that was cute. Ooh, D for dollar. D for dollar. Show me the money. Let's see what color. If it's D for dollar, then D should be green, huh? Greenbacks. Let's see if it's green. I know, right? Good one. That made my day. D is not green. D is blue. Why did they say D for dollar and you're blue? But you're cute. D for dollar. D for darling. D for darling, 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 darling. Parents, pay attention to your children. Be in their lives. Don't be too busy trying to, I don't know what you do as a parent, that and not focus on your children, their upbringing, and what they do when they're out with their friends. You gotta pay attention. You need to pay attention to who they are, who their friends are, all of that. It is important. It is key. It is key. Wait, I said I'd open one of those and I'd open one of these. I'm not putting them in order. I'm gonna have to go through all of them and look to see. Ah! G. G for glamorous. G for good. This is fun. Z's is fun. Wow. Some of these they just want you to damage the box. I say I don't want the box damaged. Don't damage the box. See? C for charming. Oh, I've seen this one. And I don't even know which one I've opened already. I'm gonna have to arrange them so they're in alphabetical order. C. C for charming. I think C should be in front here somewhere. I'll arrange it later. I will arrange it later. Yes, so don't be afraid. I think, it's a hard lesson to learn about friends who are phony, friends who secretly hate you when you're, much later in life. Um, it's hard. It's because you feel like, oh, really? I wasted all these years being friendly with this person when I could have maybe been friends with somebody else, or maybe when I could have just maybe only focused on my well-being and helping me be a better person. I was busy being a friend to someone who has never liked me, who has always wanted my demise. But never, better late, right, than never. Better late than never. Better to find out than not know at all, right? Oh my God, these boxes. See? Some of them are easy to open and some of them are very difficult to open. They are. Again, if you're just joining my channel for the first time, or you're just seeing my live for the first time, please subscribe to my channel, like, comment. I don't like rude comments. I don't think there's anyone in this world who likes rude comments. So don't be rude. Don't be vile. Don't be disgusting. Or comment. M. Comment, like, share this video. Definitely go through my videos and look at the ones where I'm talking about my life on Ozempic and now I'm on Zepbound. That is a very good, those are really good. I don't know, I think I did a video, a live a few months back. And I think I really should actually, I think maybe next week I will do a live just talking about Zepbound. And I think maybe I will put it in the community and let you guys know that I'll be coming on live, so that if you have questions and things like that. I've seen different, like when I'm on Facebook and I'm seeing comments and people are making comments about, how Zepbound and Ozempic or whatever, they're not working for them, and what they're doing, what they're not doing. It's interesting, and I wouldn't mind sharing my experience, which I already have, but like live, you could probably ask me questions on the spot and I can tell you what I've experienced on the two GLP-1, GLP, GIP. Because it has worked perfectly for me. I've been on Zepbound. I'm still on Zepbound. And it is definitely one of the better decisions I've made in my life. Ooh, what is this letter? J. J for joy. Oh my, and it looks like J should look. I'll show you. It's so beautiful. Look at that. It's such a pretty color. J for joy. See? The detail is so beautiful. They have the J on the little dies. A die, I mean. And then J embroidered on the back. Beautiful color. J for joy. Hi, you like Pokemon? Um, I don't know that I have actually. I like the name Pikachu. Pikachu's cute. But I don't know that I've ever done any Pokemon stuff. Pokemon Go. I probably should have gotten into. I'm sure it was something I would have probably been interested in. What was it? The thing where they were chasing the Pokemons around or whatever with the little app thing? I don't know. But I think I like Pikachu. Pikachu. Jesus on top. Yes, Jesus is very much on top. L for love. So I have the L in the mini Labubu. It's nice. Okay, so far, no secret. So far, I'm getting all the alphabets. And I'm happy about that. I'm not sad. But I would love to get a secret. What reasons would a friend who secretly hates you, how can you tell that this person you thought was your friend secretly hates you? Well, it's easy. You know, things that are important to you and your friend knows that they're important to you. Um, they don't, they're not supportive. They don't show up for you. Um, and that's not to say that showing up means that they care for you. You know, their reasons for showing up, it sometimes it may not be to support you. It could be to, I don't know, whatever the reasons are. I have no idea, right? But ways you can tell is you can see that they are not. Oh, this is the question mark. This one is on the box. So this, I don't think this is the secret. This is supposed to be in here. So that's my nails. So cute. You're so pretty, Diva. Hi, Preppy. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. I hope you subscribed. I hope you subscribed. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So as you know, I was telling you, when I Bill. So when I realized, when I came to the realization, when all these things happen, and it was in quick succession. If these things happen like back to back, there's these eye-opening, enlightening events that occurred, you know, with these friends. Um, and I'm happy they happened the way they did, because then I decided there's no more, oh, I'm there for you in spite of you, right? Now I'm there for you because you are, there's reciprocity. Now I'm there for you because you're showing me that I'm important to you, right? And and my life is so much better for it now. Now I don't bend over backwards to do things for people who don't even don't think about me. I don't. And I'm okay with it. You know, it's like when you're an empath, you're always thinking about, how is this person doing? What can I do to make this things better for this person? This, that, and the other. My finger's still. Who is this? It's don't write silly rubbish, you know, on my, I don't know what that means, and I don't know if you think you're being cute, but I just don't do that. And I don't want to have to read these things aloud too. So you might want to, I don't know, change, erase that thing, or hide that post, or delete it. It's not cute. But anyway, what is this? Question mark. I just opened the question mark. That's cute. Okay, look at that. I like that. That is cute. You know, so I get up, I work, I don't have to worry about people who aren't worried about me. This question mark should be like at the end. Don't worry, I'll sort it all out when I'm done. Right now, I'm just gonna open every single one of them and see, and then I'll see. I'm gonna change out what I have on my bag right now to wear tomorrow. Turn it for mass. Oh, I should look at the letter first. Okay, this is G. Oh, G for giving. This is so apt. So you know where this is Lent. We're in Lent right now. Lent is the time for praying, for fasting, for almsgiving, for just reflection. You know, you give up certain things that you crave or you have to have or whatever. And it's interesting because I just opened the letter G, and it says G for, it's the letter L for love. Everything is so Christian-like. L for love, G for giving. Isn't that amazing? You're fasting from soda. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Report if that's one good thing to put in. You're fasting for soda. That's good. I love meat. So I always give up meat for Lent the entire time. So I haven't had any meat or chicken or any meat product. It's hard. And you know what's so funny? Oh, yeah, I think funny. Um, it's amazing because every time Lent rolls around, and I always do that because that's I don't have a huge fascination for so many things. Like there aren't a lot of things that I couldn't live without, right? Um, Meat is big for me, so I have to have meat or whatever. So I give that up. It's always challenging each Lent, but it's so crazy. Like every time Lent rolls around, my feed on Facebook or whatever it is, it doesn't matter what I'm looking at. I'm seeing steaks, duck, turkey, someone's food and everything. There's all kinds of assorted meat going on. I'm just like, no, don't do that to me. It's crazy. No, no, I cannot. The entire Lent, I don't. I don't have a single drop of anything I'm fasting for. So this Lent, I gave up meat. I always do that for Lent, and Amazon, Amazon, because there's always something I find out I need. Whether I actually need it, I don't know. But so you know what I've been doing? I'd go on Amazon and then I'd go and I'll look through and I add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, but I don't press the button. And I've been really good. Um, I want to say I've been good, not totally, but good. I haven't made any purchase. I think the only thing that came is something I had on subscription, which obviously I needed, but I haven't purchased anything on Amazon or anywhere. And so that was I was not buying anything or buying anything for Lent. None of that. My mom does that 24/7. Yeah. No, no, just the entire Lent, the 40 days of Lent. I'm not having any meat. Yeah, yeah. It's been a challenge. Like, you know. So once Lent is over, I don't know. Maybe we'll go have a nice beefy steak. Or maybe for breakfast I'll have steak and eggs or something. Wow, 24/7. So that was cool. The G forgiven. I like that. I like that. So I have a lot of clothes. I had a lot of clothes that I didn't get to wear. Ever since it started, I've been craving soda. Yeah, it's tough. It is tough. But you know the thing about soda? I used to drink soda too. Um, this was many years ago, and I was like, no more soda for me. Cold turkey. And I don't drink soda. It's really rare um, that I will have a soda. And if I do have a soda, maybe something like a ginger ale or something, it doesn't taste the same. And this is someone who I used to like a Coca-Cola or Fanta, Arnold Palmer. No, we don't do that. Um, so if you can give soda up for 30 days, I mean, and if you want to take it past Lent and you want to make it like a health thing, if you can do it for a good 30 days, I guarantee you, day 31, it's gonna be like nothing, and you can completely. I have water. That's what I sip on the entire time. Ooh, this is a nice color. This is the letter J. Wow, that's a pretty color. I like little blue and orange mix. J for joy. I already had joy in this one. Yeah. So for the entire 40 days, no, I'm saying that if you can get past 30 without soda, you could probably give up soda forever. You know, I don't drink sodas. I don't drink sodas. I don't drink juice. Um, you know, and I think that's also helped me. I think if I was still a very heavy soda drinker and juice drinker, I don't think that my weight loss journey would have worked as well as it has. I think it would have been, it was already tough for me to begin with, but I think it would have been even tougher um, if I was still big on sodas, you know. But I do get I drink, so when if I want the little fizzy, you know, the sparkling stuff, I drink, that's what I drink. I drink sparkling water. Um, and I will add lime and lemon to my water. Wait, I already opened 1, 2, 3. Okay. No, I'm gonna open this one. No secret yet. Yes, sparkling water. Ooh, wait, let's see what this is. Oh, H for happiness. Yes, yes. That is what everyone should strive for. Happiness, joy, love in your life. Things that make you happy. Things that are calming for you, that calm you, that relax you. That's what you want. You want to be happy. You want everyone around you to be happy. You want the whole world to be happy. I think if there was more happiness and love out in the world would be such a much better place. Hi Cindy, how are you? It would be a much better place. Ah, so cute. H. Ooh, this one I probably would never wear it on my back because I wouldn't want it to get soiled. Is it? Got the H on the back. H for happiness. I probably would put this on my purse. Never. But where would I put it? I'll hang it up somewhere in my office. You know? I'm good, thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Cindy. Thank you. Cindy, where are you watching from? Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe, please. I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm trying to get up to 250,000 subscribers at the end of the year. I don't know. I think I need to work harder. I definitely need to work harder. I definitely need to do more lives. I definitely need to put out more videos. I mean, I have a lot of videos out there already, but I need to put out more videos and, you know, do more of my podcasting and things like that. Did I open this one? But I need the help. I need the help growing this channel. You look at this YouTuber said on March 18th, 1 million people are going to pray. Oh, really? March 18th? Yeah, let's pray. Prayer is good. I believe in prayer. Hey, you look kind of cute today. Did you receive your taxes? I haven't filed yet. I have not filed yet. Thank you. Kind of cute. Haven't filed yet, so no. I don't know if the correlation between the two, but I have not filed yet. This is K. K? Yeah. Oh. The letter K. K for kind. Kindness. Yes, like, comment, subscribe. Subscribing is important. Please help me grow my channel. Help me grow my community. K for kindness. Let's see. I'm saying K for... I haven't opened a K yet here. I have 2 more left. So one of them is probably going to be a K. And I'm guessing it's also going to be kindness. I'm guessing it is. So let's see what they say on the sticker. I love those stickers. I have 2 to open. I started with these. So I think I should open one of these first before I go to the... Baby. What's your favorite Marvel character? Marvel. Who's Marvel? Marvel is Iron Man, right? And Marvel is Iron Man and Thor and Loki. Yeah. Who else is Marvel? DC Superman, right? Jean Grey, that's true. Yes, you know. H. Have I opened H? Happiness, yes, I did open H. H for happiness, yes. Okay, so far, all the letters are matching the babies. Have matched. And so these 2 boxes here, I'm going to open. One of them is going to be a K for kindness. I wasn't keeping track. Which one didn't I open in this one? I don't know. Yes, Jean Grey and Storm. Those are all Marvel. Those are my faves. Absolutely. This is F. Let me see what F is. F is for the future. I like it. I like how they come up with this. I would have thought they were gonna say friendship or something like that. But F is for future. Yes. The future is bright. That is crazy. I said the future is bright. Guess what color it is? Look at that. The future is bright. I like this. I like the way they're doing the color scheme. The colors are literally matching the words they're using for the letters. Okay, so this is F. So I haven't opened K over here, have I? I think I have. Hold on. Ooh. Got 2 more to open, and then we will end the live. Maybe next time I'll open the other set, because I knew it was just going to be way too much to open right now, and it was just going to be so overwhelming for me, I think, because then I have to figure out where I'm going to put. Oh, I hate damaging these boxes, honestly. Oh, no secret in that box. Did I open I here? I don't think so. Go to all of them. I think I know a way how you can grow your YouTube channel.
Oh yeah? Tell me. K. Oh, K was for knowledge. Wow.
It wasn't kindness. Maybe gaming, shopping halls, or maybe something. I do those.
You should I gaming I don't game, but I do some shopping hauls. Um I have to get better at filming when I go shopping. But I show what I got, like these. Well, these just showed up at my door, so that's different. Okay, so K wasn't kindness. K was knowledge. Ah, knowledge is blue? I would have thought knowledge would be green, just like D, dollar, was blue too. I would have thought dollar was green. Ah. Okay, so that is it. I didn't have a single secret in any of these two. I got exactly what was on the box. A to the question mark, A to the question mark. The next box is these ones are from N to Z. Um, we shall do that some other time. Same, I was thinking green. Exactly, I was thinking green too. I would have thought knowledge would be green, and it wasn't green, it was blue, but okay. All right, that is all of the, I think I'm gonna go, and my husband and I will run out and go get some ice cream. Some soft serve. I love soft serve ice cream. We're gonna go get some ice cream, and I will maybe either to. I shouldn't say that. Bye, Preppy Leona. Thank you so much for joining me for this live. Actually, I think this is one of the longer lives I've done. Wow, an hour and 58 minutes. We're going on to 2 hours. Yeah. I hope you had fun seeing my little pin for love haul. This was A to M plus the question mark. I will maybe, I'm not going to make any promises for tomorrow, but maybe next week I will come back on and I'll do the rest. And we'll talk about other stuff. But thank you so much for joining me, my Smooners. I hope I got a few subscribers, and I hope you enjoyed the little pin for love, the boo-boos that I shared. And I hope what I talked about when it comes to friends, phony friends, resonated with you. I don't know if you have friends or people that you think are your friends, but they've been moving in a funny way, or you've had some funny vibes coming from them. You might want to like think, wonder why you're getting those vibes. Don't make any excuses for them. If you need to stop being friends with someone who doesn't value you like you value them, I think you should. You should. If you are in a place where you feel, oh, let me have this conversation with this person before I completely cold turkey them, have the conversation. If you think it would help. I'm a lot older. I don't need to have conversations, especially if it's somebody that I've known over 40 years. Having a conversation is pointless. I've seen all I can see, and no need to have this person in my life. So, um, the people who will hurt you the most are the people who are in closest to you in your circle. And oh, thank you. Who's that? Hi, Evan, animal lover. Thank you so much. Hi. Ooh, I'm getting ready to sign off. I've had this live on for 2 hours. I just unboxed my the first what is it, 13 letters of the Pin for Love, Labubus, the mini Labubus and the letters. And we talked about friends who secretly hate you for one reason or the other. They secretly hate you. Um, so yeah, I hope that there was a little something that we talked about that made some sense, and I hope you enjoyed seeing my cuties, my little boo boos, and I will definitely, like I said, do more of these. And thank you so much for joining me. The people who had the good comments and were respectful to the other people who are watching and not typing things that didn't make sense or rude comments. I really appreciate you, and I'm happy you are here to uh, watch and chat with me. All right, thank you. Bye.